welcome. Dude, you know what I forgot to open?
What?
I forgot to open the show notes.
Oh, well, you just gotta have to
Welcome everybody.
pre-roll it.
This is Horseplay Live, episode 57, entitled "Hidden Games, Hidden Gems, and Stream Game Giveaways."
Close enough.
Hey, well, I'm reading it from my OBS. So, welcome guys to this is Horseplay Live. This is the flagship mothership whatever ship show for geekyantics.net. Yeah. I'm going by the seat of my pants because I'm trying to open the show notes as fast as I can and most inconspicuous as I can, so I'm not trying to sound like a douche. But entitled 2014 Hidden Gems and Stream Game Giveaways, guys. Yeah, I said that. You guys heard it right. We are doing giveaways. Masturbation accomplishes similar ends, just saying. I don't know if I was supposed to read that, but I did anyway.
Yeah. I don't know why you added that in there, but sure. Let's read the chat verbatim. This whole show will be us reading what's in the chat.
Exactly. Hope everyone is enjoying 2015 so far. Keeping warm if you're up in the north, because I'm freezing my ass off. It was like -5 the other day. Yogi, what's the coldest you've gotten down there? Way down in the deep south.
Cold enough, and the thing is worse for us is that we don't get a chance to get used to it. The other day it felt like spring, then all of a sudden it's like freezing cold. So like there's points where I have to actually like go to sleep with like I have a t-shirt on, and I have the long sleeve like thermal type shirt on, then I have a sweater on top of it.
Dude, I got
Yep. The thermal, you gotta have the thermal. I don't know where my thermal pants are at, my long johns, as some people call them. So I got like pajama bottoms underneath my sweatpants. I'm going ghetto on it.
Maiden says, "You guys are so sexy." She's
Aww.
talking to you the most.
You're not too bad yourself.
Hey.
Wait.
Hey. Caution.
We have a beautiful community. Period.
Caution, Yogi. And as always, guys, you guys have been.
I can't help. It's the magic of radio. The evil comes out. I mean, not the evil. The naughty.
Anyway,
But some people might call it evil. Restrain yourself.
Right.
The power of Christ compels you. They're gonna throw some holy water on us.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna be throwing holy water on their computer screen. It'll be funny. But as always, guys, you guys are right here.
That's a quote from Exorcist. I'm not just saying random stuff. Just saying. What? We have some religious.
But as always, guys, I'm joined by my co-host. He's been talking forever already. Yogizilla, everybody's favorite bear lizard. What's up, big guy? Seriously.
I'm good. We've been. No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm reading chat.
I know you keep reading in the chat. It sounds like you wanted to really comment on this, so. But
well, that's what I do when I stream. Like, because I read it out so that I can hear the words, and then think about the answer, and then everybody hears, the question that I'm reading. So, sorry.
Well, I'm stroking my beard because I was like just brushing it earlier and getting the tangles out because tangles hurt, and then it feels very sensitive right now. So when I do this, it like tingles. So. That just happened to work out. It just happened to work out, and then when she said we're sexy, I started stroking my beard.
He's got the warm, tingly feeling.
Yeah, but I'm not a big believer in New Year resolutions, but I do believe that when the New Year starts, and I do believe like in seasons, and like moods change during seasons, and your priorities kind of change in seasons. So when I go into New Year, I like for personal and professional purposes, I like to have some goals, But I don't believe in resolutions because a lot of time resolutions are things that you say you're gonna do but you don't follow through with, So what I've been doing is, I said, hey, I want to do more streaming because I enjoy it, and everything else that comes up from there, is cool. If I could do it full time and make money out of it, cool. If not, I'm not worried about it. I'm just enjoying it. So it's been cool. It's working out well. Meeting new people, having fun, trying out new games, introducing people to games they haven't seen before. And that's been enjoyable, and yeah, I'm enjoying 2015 so far.
Well, and especially over the last couple days, we've been playing shit out of that Ghost Recon. So
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it for sure.
yeah, definitely. Um, well, the last week for me really has been I've been trying to making sure I stream one, which is just I love it, dude. I got to follow. Actually, my follower button worked, and so I like got to follow, and it's like, oh yeah, something like that. And then I see the follow on the OBS, and it's just like, dude, I got a follower. Thank you. So, it's really lots of fun doing this. And the same thing with Yogi. I really want to do it and actually do it more, and have quality stuff for everybody. Even if I'm not good at games, because you guys know I'm not. I'm average at best on most games. Now there's some games that I do excel at more than others, but you know, but I just want to have fun. I want to, and I meet, hundreds of new people. I'm gonna say not in the
Oh yeah.
last week, but just since we've started this whole thing, just hundreds. Other hosts of different shows that we've both been on. Just the countless people that I can say, if you guys need something done exactly, I could tell you who to go to. Big shout outs to Fatal Blades. He does have a Mac, which is okay. Was it Fatal that has a Mac?
No, that was Beard and Hat.
Beard and Hat is big shout outs to him. Sorry about that, Fatal. Sorry if I hurt your feelings by telling you had a Mac. But Beard and Hat, he's one of my guys on my stream. I want to say, dude, you rock. If you guys need anything done, I haven't really found out exactly what he does, but he's got a Mac. So he does something really cool with it. He doesn't play games with it. So,
Yeah, you don't. You're not a
big
gamer
shout outs
on
to
a
him.
Mac. He's a graphic designer amongst other things.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I just couldn't think of the words, but yeah, graphic design is what he does. We'll get more details for you. He might be looking for some, some start out stuff, and maybe work from there. So, anyway,
We're talking about cooties being spread here.
oh
And about the Twitch thing, a lot of people worry about like, oh, if you don't have skills in games, you shouldn't be playing them. No, it's the what's nice about it. Like, I do feel that if you really want to grow quickly, you do have to find a handful of games to stick with and play them consistently, because people start expecting you to play those games, or at least games like it. But I'm like one of those people that's a sample platter. I play lots of different games, but when I start finding games where I'm getting a good response, I like the community. I play them more often, so I can keep reconnecting with those people. But it's not about the skills, unless you're playing something really like hardcore, like with the strategy games and like TCGs, CCGs.
hmm
Like on SoulForge, I tell people straight right off the bat when they come there, and that community is very responsive. And every time I go on there, even though I'm one of the first people to stream that game, they're still like, they see me play, they're like, "Are you a new player?" It's like, why do you ask that? I've been streaming. I'm one of the first people to start streaming this game, like literally. It's like, oh, I don't know, cause you kind of suck. It's like, nope, I'm just a scrub. I put over 800 hours into that game. I still suck at it. And everybody has the bad days, so
Well,
I just don't worry about it. And if you're streaming, I say don't worry about it. But you could tell people right off the bat, hey, I'm just here to have fun and meet people. I just tell people, my thing is high level scrub play. That's what I do. I'm cardboard 5, League of Legends, YOLO.
Dumpster Five, you mean? That's what we call the
No,
low of the low.
I'm not that bad. I'm cardboard.
I played League of Legends again today.
Oh, I was
I'm
there
never
for
playing
that.
it. I'm never playing it again.
That was fun. That's
That was not fun
yeah. We're gonna get into.
at the end.
There's a lot of reasons why PC gaming gets such a bad rep, and one of the things is because a lot of the games that we play and enjoy on the PC have really salty people on it. But it's not always like that, you know. But unfortunately, that is pretty common in the most popular of games. But the same can be said on console. You play any game that's popular on Xbox Live or PlayStation Network, Call of Duty, for example, you're gonna get some of the saltiest, most foul-mouthed people around. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the more competitive the game is, the bigger the ass hack quotient becomes.
Yeah, true. If you guys are new to the show, welcome to our awesome party. I don't know. I just tried something new.
I was ready this time.
Yeah, I know you were. Horseplay Live is where geeks. Horseplay Live is where geeks come to play. Wow, I can't even read straight tonight.
By the way, BFT is actually he's trying to hook up a giveaway right now, live. So if you guys aren't live, you're missing out. He's hooking people up in the channel right now with some freebies. Same.
Yep.
Anyway,
Obi-Wan X2 is always looking for those as well.
what he's giving, you're not interested in. I can tell you already.
What is that? The monster? I would love to play that game.
Lies. Stop it.
No, I'm just playing, man. But if you guys are, welcome to the show, guys. We are the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics Network in collaboration with AllGames.com. Woot! Our show covers all the aspects of geek culture, social issues that geeks face, technology, strategy games, rants, and we have a special focus on indie and strategy games. Sorry about that. Technologies, and if we don't rant, something's wrong with us because we'll go off into one of these 45-minute rants to where we have to go, hey, Yogi, shh, my turn. You know, or something like that. And he'll be like, oh, yeah, sorry, right? Or I'll do the same thing. But we try to do a lot of community events just so you guys feel involved in what we're doing. You know?
Word.
Yeah.
So, you know, being interactive, live, and late night at that. That means we're raw and pretty much anything can happen. I mean, it can be potentially offensive to some.
You think?
Especially if you take stuff out of context, which people love to do. It's kind of like a metaphor I like to use is, you know, you find the cure for cancer, but then you make a retard joke and then people shitlist you. Like, donates $1 billion to charity, finds the cure for cancer, makes a retard joke, gets shitlisted. That's gonna be a meme.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, man, like we all slip up and say stupid things, like, you know, use the word retard the wrong way, or you shouldn't use it at all, probably, or say something's gay. Like gamers love doing that. It's like that's gay, and then there's always that one person that says, I find that offensive because that has nothing to do with sexual orientation. It's like, yeah, it's a euphemism. It's vernacular. Don't take it personally. I mean, you know, try to restrain yourself, but at the same time, don't get offended so easily. So that's our little disclaimer. But you know, the most important thing is that to know is this is horseplay. We're horsing around, so we live up to the name. The expectation has been set. We're a little crazy, and we just unwind on this show. And we hope that everybody just comes as they are here and just have a good old time too. Not take yourselves too seriously.
Yes, we also love collaborating and shouting out all our friends because we love to shout out fellow geeks. And so if you mention us on anything, anywhere, let us know. We can return the love, of course, just because we love to do it. HorsePLAY Live is every Thursday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, on Twitch channels Geeky Antics and YogiZilla. HorsePLAY Replay now, if you guys missed the live show. And it's also available earlier on Thursdays around 5 p.m. Eastern on allgames.com. All you gotta do is to go to allgames.com and hit the live chat. And it's about 5 o'clock. You guys will hear this episode next week at 5 o'clock. So, but tonight on the show, guys, we're going to talk gaming sleepers, 2015 hopes and goals, geeky antics events, and a lot more. Yogi, what do we got for the obligatory news?
So, as we were saying for a few weeks, Heroes of the Storm is now officially in closed beta. And effective January 13th, 2015. I'm getting used to 2015. I'm still not at that point where it's rolling off the tongue completely, but I'm almost there. Almost. But the game was officially taken offline for extended testing. And actually, I think it went back up line today because I don't know if yesterday it was. But I got the update. It's now officially a closed beta. So stand by for your invites. And don't forget to opt in on battle.net. You have to set your preferences for that. And hopefully, not only will you guys get the Heroes of the Storm beta invites, but maybe some Overwatch alpha invites. Yeah. Oh! Fifi says perk up, Obi. Aww. Your wife cares.
I know.
The few times my better half listens
That's
to
all
the
I
show,
can say.
I just get salt.
I was just
with
like
the salt.
PC. Oh, I ain't saying nothing. I promise.
And this next piece of news was actually our last bit of news item, our last news item for the night, because we're probably gonna end up ranting on this one. This little tidbit comes from our new pal that we love so much. One of the latest additions to the Epic Beard Club, Bearded Hat, who
Yes.
is Beard underscore and underscore Hat on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
FYI, I think he's also there on Twitter. But he's a fantastic
Oh,
streamer and one of the few responsible adults.
keep going.
One of the few responsible adults that that I know of represented on Twitch. Because there's not a lot of parents streaming on Twitch because it's hard for us. We gotta like balance work,
Mm-hmm.
life and the stuff that we love. And Twitch is kind of like that weird gray area where it's work, but it's not really. There's definitely work involved, but sometimes it's not profitable, so it's more of a labor of love than a moneymaker. So it's tough. But he told us about this whole bit. Actually, Obi wasn't there. I was in his channel, and he was talking about how PC Gamer had an article. It actually was published like 2 days ago, I believe. If you're listening live, for those listening on the audio feed or YouTube, it was like January 13 or something like that, or 12. But PC Gamer, the author said something about, I think his name was Jeremy something. He said something, basically talking about how the PC master race, that term needs to be kind of abolished. And he went into all this, really smart talk about how, he's not super sensitive. He appreciates that humor is funny and sometimes irreverent, but like most jokes, sometimes you have to know when to stop because jokes become moldy, or you beat a dead horse or whatever. And he used all this like really fancy talk to basically say, oh well, there was a time when calling things gay was funny, but now it's not. You have to know when to stop. And PC Master Race is just not funny anymore. Um, he makes a lot of good points in this article. Um, I mean, I don't want to take what he said out of context, but one of the things he was saying was that it's offensive because it started as a joke made by so and so person like 5 years ago or something. No one even knows the origins. Who cares about the origins? No one cares about the origins of PC Master Race. We just say it because it's funny, because we know there's people that actually think that the PC gamers are the master race, and that's why it's funny. But then he's like, oh, but that's offensive to people that were affected by World War II and the Nazis. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, well, stop it. Most of the people that use the term PC master race are not even thinking about that. You know what I mean? So I could appreciate that, but I feel like we've become so like hypersensitive. Like everybody has to walk on eggshells. What is going on in the chat? What is? Oh, I am not lurking. I'm being supportive. Jesus, a lot of stuff would happen here. Beep, boop, boop. Okay.
Um, I really don't think. I mean, yes, you can upgrade your PC, and you can do a whole bunch of things to where you have no lag. You can get the best internet around, and have the best of everything, and never have anything go wrong. But then, you have those consoles, and especially the way consoles are evolving. They're master gamers. PCs are not. They're not gonna. They're gonna still be on top for a while, but they're not gonna stay the master race. I guess you could call it.
Well, you're talking about a whole other issue. See,
Mm-hmm.
PC is always gonna be better for me
Mm-hmm.
because unless the console manufacturers finally say we're gonna make the systems upgradable, and rather than release a new system every 5 to 8 years, we'll just make it so you can upgrade the system.
Right.
Now 8 years, that's a good cycle, but usually there's times when you get like 3 to 6 years, and I feel like that's a little short. A PC, a good computer can last you a long time and still
Mm-hmm.
let you play really good games. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and you could upgrade parts and play the latest stuff. You may not play it on 100% graphics, but you still could keep up and play with your friends. With the console, not so much. If they discontinue the support for a console, and all your friends get on the new one, but you don't have the money for the hot newness, or you can't justify the cost.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Well, and
That's why I feel PC is always going to be the better experience. It's more cost effective. It's more affordable in the long run, and it gives you a lot more options. But that's
well,
besides the
no,
point.
that's always going to be the fact. But I'm just
Oh
saying,
my god.
what are they busting my balls in chat yet?
No, Fado was talking about Alienware. They did it with the upgradable console. Yeah, but still, that's the thing though. The Alienware console is still going to be seen as a PC.
And yes, I told you guys last week we were going to look at, and I told you I was going to do some research on the Alienware console. If you upgrade that machine, you're only allowed to upgrade that machine yourself for like certain things. If you upgrade the wrong thing, everything's null and void. So you make
Yeah,
sure you look at your agreements and what you can and cannot upgrade.
Yeah, that's the thing. A console by nature, you're
Mhm.
buying a pre-built unit, and if you do anything to modify it with that, they do not allow you to modify, proprietary upgrades, then you void the warranty, and that's kind of how it is by nature. So, my thing is, it'd be nice if console manufacturers opened it up to having different options, so you don't have to go with the Microsoft or the Sony official part,
Mhm.
but have a certified part that's an equivalent, close enough to what they have. Open up the market further, to make the pricing more competitive. I don't know. There's a lot of things I think need to be reformed in the console market. Now, people nowadays, like if people didn't know me from back in the days, they'll think I'm a PC master race elitist, and I'm not. I love console gaming. I think right now it's a terrible deal, and I still see the value in console gaming. I kind of miss it at times. I miss gaming with my clan members and my friends on there, but right now I just think it's a terrible deal for the consumer, and I can't get excited about it. This generation started back in 2013, and they
Mhm.
still haven't released anything that's made me go, "Wow, I need to get a console." That's bad. There's
Well,
like nothing that makes me go, "Oh man, I'm really missing out."
right. Well, the only thing that I've kind of thought about it and kind of um, really thought on how we are, like my family is, and it's to the point where the Wii U came out already, right? It's been out for how long? The Wii U,
The Wii U had a leg up on everything else. It's been
like
out
it's been
almost
out
3 years.
3 years, right? But
Yeah.
this is something that I'd say, hey, I'll ask, talk to Fifi and say, hey, why don't we get a Wii U, and then we can save up a little bit of money for us. We get a couple extra controllers, so we have me, Fifi, and Cam, and then just do it out because that'd be family, something for family. But it's like 4 years old by then, right? So like, what's the next thing that's going to come out? We're the kind of family that's fine with that. We don't have
Yeah.
to have the best of the best right now. I mean, it's
Well, if it,
because for one, it's the we can't justify the price.
Well, the Wii U is a little different too because with the Wii U or any Nintendo platform, you have the couch experience, right?
Mm,
It's something where you can bring people visit, or you have friends come over, family come over,
yep.
and it's something you can enjoy together in the living room. And Nintendo is like way behind on the online experience. I don't know. I guess they don't want to compete directly with Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, but there's still things like you would think they would have by now, but they don't. Like having friend codes, that's such an archaic thing.
Hmm.
They're still doing that. I remember on the DS, I'm like, oh, it has online support, and then it's like, what's your friend code? And the friend code is specific to each game. So you had a different friend code for each game. I'm like, who thought about this? Once in a while, though, you'd find a game that had the Wii was the same way too. That had matchmaking where you can actually find online matches quickly,
Hmm.
without having to have friends or whatever. But I mean, Nintendo is. I get it. They're not trying to compete directly, so they're doing their own thing. But I mean, we're getting beyond the scope of the discussion. I think the thing about it is like I just posted a quote from the article, and just to give credit where it's due, this is written. It's from PC Gamer, Tyler Wilde, and the title of the article is "Let's Stop Calling Ourselves the PC Master Race." Um, and he says that the joke it began as a joke from Ben Yahtzee Crawshaw, who was mocking our elitist attitude with the internet's favorite analogy, the Nazi analogy. That was 7 years ago, but the phrase is still everywhere said without any consideration or perhaps understanding of the historical context. without any consideration of original context and without any of the original self-mockery. It worked as a hyperbolic joke or hyperbole, a metaphor for those that see. He's using a lot of big words. So I'm more intelligent. He probably really is. When it was first said, and I did think it was a little funny to embrace the criticism, ironically, for a moment. Now it's just moldy cardboard that a lot of PC gamers hold up as their identity, and it's getting uncomfortable. So I get that. I see what he's saying, that there's people using it don't understand the history, but I think people still say it with a sort of irony. The people that actually say PC Master Race and are saying it seriously are just douchebags, and that can't be helped. But I prefer PC, and I joke around and say PC Master Race, but it's not because I really believe we're better than the console gamers. But it's funny. We're making fun of ourselves. We know there's people that are like, I spent $10,000 on my computer, and that's just for the case. It's like, what about the parts inside of it? Nope, just the case. What the hell does it do? you know, and that's like the extreme of the PC Master Race, like where they, top creme de la creme. It's like, what games do you play? Nothing. Or they had the high end computers, and all they're playing is League of Legends. It's like, look, I got 300 frames, 300 FPS on League of Legends. Like, okay, So that's why I think we still poke fun at ourselves, because we know there's people that they got these really beast computers because they have nothing else to spend their money on, no responsibilities, whatever, or they just got more money they know what to do with, and they show off. It's like a big proverbial penis comparison. But I just don't see the PC Master Race thing. I don't see it as being offensive. People are really getting offended by it. I don't know. It seems funny. And if you read the comments on this article, it's funny. There's a lot of salt on all sides. Some people are saying that he's not a PC gamer, that he's just a console peasant and all this stuff.
Peasant, Jesus.
Yeah, like
Originator. What's up?
I was gonna say on the subreddit of for the PC Master Race, he said that the people have screenshots of console peasantry, which is console owners saying things when they're online. I think it's funny.
Originator in the house, man. Welcome to the show. Just he's not doing much. Just got to listen to the B Team podcast and just munching on some pizza, listening to us. So, welcome, man.
This is good.
Fifi said she just wants her old school Nintendo back.
See, BFT is right. I feel the same way he does. Every step Nintendo takes forward, they jump backwards a lot. Like the new 3DS coming out doesn't include an AC adapter. Why?
Wait,
why did it feel it's a good idea?
Buy batteries for some bitch?
Because I think Nintendo places a very heavy value on the attachment rates. So I think to pad those numbers, that's one thing they do better than any other console.
You actually got to pay more to get the adapter?
That seems like it. And they've always been like that. They've always, like, with the Wii, they had like a shit ton of accessories you could buy for the Wii. The Wii U's getting pretty bad too. I mean, they're all about, that tablet, it's a tablet controller. That's insane. That's the most expensive controller you can get. But
yeah, that's kind of why I want it, but it's expensive still. Might be a Christmas present or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But that's the thing. That's what it gets expensive with. See, that's what. Before I go into what Originator said here, that's the problem with console gaming. When people say, oh, console game is cheaper. No, don't lie to yourself. That's no longer the argument. It's not about what's better, what's more powerful. It's about what's convenient and where your friends are at and where the games you want to play are at. That's it. And personal preference. That's all it comes down to. The value is not. It's a moot point now. And actually, I would say the PC gaming is cheaper in the long run, because you have a system that's going to last you much longer, and you can make it whatever you want it to be. You're not at the mercy of the manufacturers and developers. There's always going to be content. There's a hidden cost with console gaming because the accessories where to get you. And Wii U, you want to buy another tablet for it, or more controllers. I mean, that's crazy. But Originator says that when it comes to PC gaming, I only really harp on deals and giveaways. Yeah, the deals and giveaways, you can't go wrong with that stuff, man. There's just so much value on on the PC side.
Sorry.
Originator says, I used to be a Nintendo fan back in the day, but then the last Nintendo console that I bought was the N64. I was slowly but surely moving over to Sony's camp. The Sony hype. Uh, I actually came back to the Nintendo personally on the GameCube. The kids were big on the N64, um, but I got into it for the GameCube. Love me some Metroid Prime and the Paper Mario on the 1,000 Year Door, whatever it was called. Oh gosh, those are such good games. But anyway, anyway, this is still news, and we're kind of ranting about it. But I think that if people are getting offended by the term master race, just take it with a grain of salt when someone says it. I don't think anyone's really saying that as a snobbish remark, or being serious, or trying to be racist or anything. I think they're just saying it because it's funny. Do you really need to know the history of a joke or a comment or anything that you love in order to talk about it? That'd be like saying, oh, before you can say you're a gamer, you have to know the history of what every single genre got started. And no, it's crazy talk. I know that's not a fair comparison, but I can see what Tyler is saying in his article, but people need to ease up. There are definitely a lot of douchebags. Like people, like this is a good reason why I don't go on Reddit. There's people that go on Reddit and they just post photos of their GTX whatever, GTX 970 or whatever, and say that GPU though, and it's like, wow. And there's people that really they like it's like porn to them, like they're jerking off to the hardware. It's like I like the tech stuff, but like it's kind of douchey thing to do, especially when like you have a bunch of people in there that wish they could have that stuff, and then these little young impressionable kids, they're like, it's like, I could use my allowance to buy food, or I could use it and buy a computer that I don't really need and play more League of Legends. I don't know. That's the bad side of it, but and I just think that people need to stop taking themselves so seriously. Just freaking laugh it up, and I don't know, ease up.
We are. I mean, moving on.
Moving on.
This is the segment where we give you guys a chance to call in, do whatever say your piece. But we're gonna go right into Geeks Engaged. Here's our TeamSpeak info, guys. I'm gonna put it right in chat. You guys can hop on and come and talk with us over some of this. We got some issues we need to sort out, so we need an extra couple of ears if you guys want to. But anyway, but you guys can join chat. Wow, doesn't even make any sense. Please join us via chat on HorsePLAY Live Skype account. Okay, we're not on Skype, so we're gonna skip that one. TeamSpeak is out, but please use headphones, and we can turn you down a little bit easier in TeamSpeak. It just threw me off, dude. I'm sorry. I was just sitting there trying to go and like, wait a minute, Skype, we're on TeamSpeak.
Yeah, it used to be Skype. I'm sorry. Come on, dude. You know how many show notes I have to put together? I have 3 different shows that I contribute to. I can't check every little thing.
All right,
You
I
read
am
ahead.
so sorry. I will.
He's got to read it verbatim. Blame it on me.
Yes, I did.
Blame it on me.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I'm used to the Skype calling. I still think the Skype calling is better, but I'm willing to compromise.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll remove it for you right now.
Okay.
Good lord.
You didn't have to do that. I already said the rest of it. But if you guys want to join us, come join us. We're gonna just keep moving on. But if you can't and join us live, let's keep the conversation going. Send us some tweets, guys. We do love to be tweeted at tweet. Okay, at LB1X2 at YogiZilla, and let us know what you guys think. And of course, don't forget at Geeky Antics, where you guys can where we can be reached at all times, really, right here on Twitter, or right there on Twitter.
Yeah. Right there.
I like it when you do it right there. As always.
Hey, shout out to TNT 9497. And he just said many games for next gen were big disappointments. So I make sure we copied that.
Say what? I didn't. Where?
Just move on.
Yeah, I'm confused again. As always, the best way to experience our shenanigan is to join us live, which is right here, right now. And I think I don't know if BFT's still doing it. We're giving live giveaways away. right in chat. If you guys get message, make sure you answer right away. If you don't answer within 3 seconds, you will not be eligible. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But you guys can always go join us on Gang at our official HQ at geekyantics.net. We'd love for you guys to comment, share, join us on the forums, and just pipe in. You know, of course, everybody's first 2 cents is free, and it's a minor tax after that. But you guys can always put your 2 cents in worth. We'd love to see what really awesome geeks think and just other people think in general. Even if you're not a geek and you're a formal man, you know, you can still put your 2 cents in too. So, but last but not least, guys, please voicemail us at 206-415-4987. If you guys are kind of shy and you don't want to hear your voice on over live show, you guys can send us an email, of course, mail at geekyantics.net. But we really want to, we're really going worldwide now. So keep in mind that all our calls that we do is it's U.S. based. So if you do want to pay that, we love you to death. If you don't, we're not going to hold it against you. Don't forget, we will play and respond to your messages live. And like I said, if you guys are shy, you can send us an email.
Yes.
I did your part too, just because I didn't know what else to do.
Okay. That works.
Let's keep talking.
Yes. So it's time. It's time. We got 2 segments today, so we're gonna try to hurry it up because we're already close to an hour.
Right, you got one.
Oh
part,
no,
right?
We started at 12. We started like 12 minutes.
We're at 40 minutes, dude. We're good. You got this. You got the second part, right?
Which part is that? Oh,
I can only do the deep one, just because.
Yeah. Okay.
My voice sounds really sexy right now. Maybe not.
All right.
It's the beard. Man crushes.
And geek girls.
This. Sorry. I just saw you go. Did you grab him?
I had to pinch him briefly, like.
This is where we share our favorite man crushes and geek girls of the week. If you want to be a guest, or you want to suggest your favorite man crush or geek girl, you can contact us on Twitter at Obi1X2 at YogiZilla at all games. Not at all games. At Geeky Antics, all games, or our official gang website. We'd love to hang out with you. For now, we're going to share our geeks of the week. And because I'm laughing so hysterically, Yogi, who is your geek of the week?
I got 2 picks. The first one is a solo dude. And the second one is actually a community that's great, and I was put onto it by Lord Rakdos, who's not in here right now. I saw him on earlier, but first one is Beard and Hat, who we mentioned already. Beard_and_hat on Twitch. He's just a really chill dude, great conversationalist, and he's got a beard, so Epic Beard Club, keeping that strong. The other one is a community that. There's a lot of gaming sites out there. You got Polaris, you got Giant Bomb, IGN, and they're kind of a dime a dozen. You know me, I'm more of I like the niche communities, I like the smaller, more engaged communities. I like more of the underground scene, not because I'm a hipster, but because I like that personal engagement. I don't like the massive noise fest. Go to these big channels, these big websites. It's just a lot of noise, right?
Right.
And you get something special. You get when you go to a site where you can tell people care about people, and it's still small enough where there's one-on-one engagement. So Loading Ready Run, aka LRR, they do podcasts, they do streams, they do different live shows. They're a lot like what we're doing on Geeky Antics. And I didn't know they had done all this stuff. Like, I was aware of their website, and they've been around for over 10 years now. But I didn't know they were doing Twitch, and now I've been getting into their Twitch stuff. And I'm like, damn, they're doing a lot of cool stuff, a lot of retro stuff, a lot of variety in them. They even do live Magic playing and all kinds of neat stuff. They do radio dramas, so they're doing a lot of stuff that we are already doing, already have in the pipelines, like Dungeons and Dragons, custom campaigns. I mean, it's really cool what they're doing over there, and they have a buttload of podcasts. Sadly though, they only syndicate through iTunes. So if you're on Android, you're pretty screwed. That's kind of sad. You know, when you do podcasts, you got to put them in many places, and maybe different places you want. But Loading Ready Run, check them out on Twitch. They got a lot of good stuff. I think Kathleen over there, she's such a cute little nerdy girl. It's like, I don't know. I just watch her. She's just so awkward. It's endearing. But yeah, Obi's definitely got that vape going. And that's my pick
Wow.
there. Bearded Hat and Loading Ready Run. Polaris does have Jesse Cox, and they also have Cinnamon Toast Ken and Duger. Duger's a cutie too. You know, I mean, I'm spoken for, but still, I can still shop around in my mind. Why not?
Wow.
Duger's a cutie.
Okay,
I
who
know her name is
is
Dodger.
who?
What?
I got a question for who's in chat. Who is Olong? That's all I'm gonna say. Who is Olong on Skype?
Who?
Got some good news for everybody. For everybody
Who's
that's
what?
live right here, right here. We're gonna give this. We're gonna do something that's for people that are live right now. We're gonna do something. Olong, you know who you are. But
Uh,
anyway, who cares? I just got sent a message on Skype. We have
oh.
a humble bundle to give away right now.
Oh.
But you
Oh,
know, we'll
is it
actually do it here.
Jonathan Long?
Maybe.
It might be Jonathan Long. He's
I don't know. He almost looks like he's got a picture of Spider-Man. I don't know.
That might be Racing John. Oh, you guys talking about cigarettes are killing me. I've actually been smoke free for over a week, which in smokers' time is a long time. And I'm gonna tell you kids right now, there ain't nothing better than a good cigarette, especially with coffee cigarette in the morning.
All right. So what we'll do, guys, and I know I just like kind of like stopped everything, and I don't want to do that. So what we're gonna do is yeah, there we go. Is we're gonna keep going, and then in about 15-20 minutes, depending on where we're at in the show, then we're just gonna give it away. We're gonna just do a random number. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be very, very fast, very simple. Um, but anyway, let's keep. Sorry about that, Yogi. We can keep going. But we're gonna go right on to the next. I want to say my geeks of the week, of course, real fast. My geek of the week is for this week is going to be two people, actually three, because I was gonna. Bearded Hat was one of those guys that just he's supporting me every time I'm on stream. There's a couple of them, Bearded Hat and Fatal Blades. Not even my followers originally. They joined. You know, they started following me due to, you know, part of gang. So I want to give big shout outs to those guys, just because they're gamers. Anytime I needed somebody to play any game, they were there. So big shout outs to you guys. I really appreciate it. The other one, he's been streaming, or he was gone for like a month, almost a month and a half with some family stuff. But Goalie Man is back. Goalie Man for the win. Guys, go check him out. If you haven't seen him, he plays a lot of WoW. He's about a 2400, 2300 rated 3v3 Arresto Druid. So if you guys like some WoW, some PvP arena, go check him out. He's really, really good. So, and I'm leveling a Paladin right now to actually play with him. So, guys, go check him out. Goalie Man for the win. Exactly how that sounds, and it's just FTW. So,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Janelle, do you have anything?
No,
I
I
think.
want to
Oh,
say
you got it.
that Yohizilla is so awesome, and he's sexy too. And Obi-Wan X2, you're a doll. I love your beard, and you guys are both awesome. Thank you.
I didn't think you were gonna be able to do it, so I was about to do it.
Me neither.
Like I said, Janelle Wallet is here in spirit, but she's not feeling well. Her boyfriend gave her cooties,
Oh, snap.
and I probably just like broke a lot of young male hearts. Like, she's got a boyfriend? No.
Quickie.
Awkward.
It was, but it's just, I don't know, wanted to move it in. Awesome games for May. Offer awesome games you may have missed in 2014. Yeah.
Nice.
I tried to play it out, it just didn't work. 2014 was a year of disappointments, guys, for everybody. Spathizilla, what's going on in the house? But it was a disappointment on many levels. But there were tons of games that were either released or gained traction last year. The sleeper hits and hidden gems. Many of the games that that are one of that we've recommended before, but perhaps most recently really got into. But here's some of our picks that we've been playing lately. One that's actually free to play. You guys can play for free. You can totally basically play the whole game, minus a few little things that we've kind of discovered that you have to actually spend real money on. But it's Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Phantoms. Just the game itself is really good. We were talking about it before the show, and going to town saying I really like that game. Yeah, we got like 2 classes right now that are almost like level 9, and working on a third, and then we're all gonna go into the next level together. So, ugh, the beer. What? See? Yes, my followers are here.
Well, let's say 2014 wasn't too bad for gaming if you were playing on a PC. Just saying.
Well, okay.
Everybody that I talked to that was like big on the console or only play the console, it was like, nothing to play. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's tons to play.
Well, I'm not saying it wasn't like we said. Like I was saying, it was a disappointment in there was many different ways. Whether your favorite game that came out that you thought was going to be the best game known to man, and it ended up being a bomb, or you're a console gamer and you had to spend $1,000 to get your next system and all the games and every shit, all the stuff that you wanted. I mean, there's disappointments in many levels, is what I'm saying. Not as in gaming, because hell, I had a great time.
Yeah, what I like about Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon series as a whole is that it's a tactical shooter. And even though I've said it and we've said it often that FPS games are getting kind of tired because that's all you see now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new FPS. This is different. So it's not like a Call of Duty, not like a Battlefield. It's a lot more tactical. Those other shooters tend to be more like arcade games. You could run and gun here because this is more futuristic.
We've done it.
So they got the stealth. Like it's kind of like if you took Crisis, and it's got a little bit like Graw and Future Soldier, or Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which stole from Future Soldier and Graw anyway.
Yeah.
But it's got more of a tactical play. So what that means is you could slow down the play, and it actually favors more slow down of play and working as a team. None of this real lone wolfing. You can't really get away with like lone wolfing. You could do some stuff and carry a team, but it's really about the team effort. So it's a true tactical shooter, and I think this is a real gem. And some people say that I know Total Biscuit, who's a curator for this game on Steam. I think his review is one of the first ones that shows up, and he says, "Great." He says something about like solid or fantastic tactical shooter with a questionable business model. I don't think it's questionable. No. It's free to play. It's not pay to win. The stuff that you have to use real money for is mostly,
skins, I think,
all
stuff.
Optional. Yeah, it's all like optional and vanity stuff.
Well, like there's vanities. Okay.
Vanities.
Go ahead.
It looks pretty. But that's stuff that you need to buy to stay competitive. Because there were people that had better guns than us, and we were still holding it down. It still comes down to like positioning and working together, and holding down the choke points and all that kind of stuff.
Well, if you guys want to know more about it, we do have a few videos out actually on it. I know we got one that I uploaded today, but you guys can check it out. It's just a few clips of me dying a little bit. We had a couple of good points in there. It's the first clip right after the long segment is Yogi hitting me with a grenade. It's about 4 minutes and about 37 seconds.
I saw that.
He goes, fire in the hole, and I'm running up there, and I'm like, what? And I look around the corner, the guy's dead, and all of a sudden, boom. I'm like, wait, what? And so then I instant replayed it. Yeah, it's nice.
It's a very good video. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, screw you.
Best 6 minutes of my life, especially the last couple of minutes. It's awesome. I like how you put it in slow motion too, and you were like, no. That didn't really happen, but that's how I pictured it in my head.
No, I actually did a replay of it, and then I actually didn't put it. I was gonna put it right after that when it happened in the video, but I couldn't find it, and I was trying to hurry up and get it done. Next one will be that we'll do some replays of Yogi killing me. So far,
I think we should play some Ghost Recon after this. If anybody wants to stay up.
yeah. I really want to stream tomorrow. I really do. But so far,
I'll play with you.
Kill count. Thank you. The kill count for me versus Yogi. Yogi has killed me 3 times now. I've killed him none. I might have damaged him because he walked in front of me or something. But I've never killed him. So 3-0. Yogis. That's bad, guys. I have 3 kills. Is bad. So. Yeah.
Grenade Yogi, new captain of TK Gaming. Of course, TK stands for Team Killer Gaming now. Thank you. You know, once in a while, like I kind of YOLO with the grenade. Though I had one really good grenade, and I actually was careful. I made sure no friendlies were nearby, and I took out 3 enemies with that grenade. It was awesome. You know that game. I think it's great. I like how you could buy pretty much everything you buy everything you really need in that game with in-game currency.
Mhm.
Now I do notice after you finish the first few levels in any class, you could be the assault, recon, or support. Once you finish the first few levels and get those early missions and those achievements, I guess you could say, and you get that early cash flow going, you don't get as much, goodies in game unless you win a lot of matches, but it's still good. Still pretty generous, I would say.
Fatal, that's an awesome idea. We're gonna start TK Gaming. And it's gonna be YTK Gaming. Yogi's Team Killers.
Did he just message you that?
No, it's in chat.
That's what I just read.
I know. I wanted to reaffirm the what you just said to him. It's a great idea.
Obi took a micro nap.
I did. But anyway,
Oh, he doesn't like how BFT says that he doesn't like how the grenades and vests are consumable. You don't really need the vests though anyway. Like the vests are cool. You can repair them. Grenades, I think it's good that they're consumable and you have to buy them because then it keeps people from spamming them. So that's good. I think it's good.
I don't like
they have
that
to
you
make
can
the
only
money
have
somewhere.
one at one. Like you should be able to have, if I don't take, you should be able to have a second grenade. You can't do that. You have to put a smoke there. Or you have to put a incendiary or, I don't think they have incendiaries, but you know what I mean. That you have to put a different named grenade in there.
Yeah.
Like a time versus
it's good
impact.
because it keeps. Again, it makes it more tactical and less about spamming and running and gunning. Like if it was like Call of Duty type game or Battlefield, just be people throwing grenades all over the place, running all over the place, shooting.
Yeah.
Just be nuts.
Right.
It's a nice slower pace. I like that. I mean, there's gonna be opportunities, but they gotta make the money somewhere. And like I said, you don't really need the grenades. You don't really need the vests. The vests don't give you that much survivability. You really gotta use the cover system. You gotta use the cover system and position properly.
And you guys gotta think too. If you guys actually play with us, and I guess it's a good time to say it as any, on Wednesdays, Wednesday nights, it'll be like 9-ish Eastern time. We're gonna start doing a stream, and we're gonna do it's gang night. So, you guys want to play with us? You guys can play with us. We're Recon, and the other thing I wanted to say, BFT Recon is hard. It is the hardest one to get a hold of. But once you get that rifle down, or you get an actual sniper rifle where you can one-shot people easily, gets a lot better.
I think Recon and support are easier than assault.
Depends on what map you're on.
The thing is, because you could get you don't have to go sniper recon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the recon gets better. Like the assault passives you get, the devices are not as good as the ones the recon gets. To boot, because you get the little drone with assault that does fire damage on whoever's exposed, and you get the blitz. Okay, cool. but Recon gets the scan, so you can see where all the enemies are at,
Mm-hmm.
or they get the cloak.
Yeah, you
Both
can
are
be a
really
stealth.
useful.
And the one
Yeah.
thing that, like you was saying, that you can go and get the PP2000, and that's actually
Mm-hmm.
got a scope on it. I mean, you can sit there and you're just right up front, and you're bam, 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 and then like you said with the, um, you can find the enemies and just it's awesome. Oh, okay, yeah. Assault's gonna probably be your easiest way to go unless you're a good, supports are really. I'm not gonna say easy, but they're far easier. The hardest one to do is recon. Just depends on what your play style is.
Okay, he was saying Ghost Recon for short, not the actual class.
Nobody got in
Gotcha.
TeamSpeak either. That hurts.
Well,
Nobody
we're
wants to
already
talk
almost
to us.
halfway in, so I get it.
Hmm.
We gotta start getting people in a little sooner so they can be part of all the rants too. By the way, we can't say enough good stuff about Phantoms. This is one that's something we recommended like almost a year ago, but now we're like really getting into it because the timing's right, and I guess we also wanted to see if it would stick around. So the fact that it's been around this long because it came
Hmm.
out actually April of 2014, I believe. It's been close to a year now. But we were talking about this before it even came out. We were saying that was because we were talking about it like they need to come up with a new Ghost Recon game, and then when we found out it was going to be an online free to play game, like okay, cool. I personally like this better than CS:GO, and the reason being is me personally. I'm gonna say why. I know Obi doesn't agree, but the problem with CS:GO is that it's not a fun game if you're a new player, and if you go into CS:GO and you don't know and you don't have people to play with all the time. I had tons of friends that play CS:GO, but they never play. Like SpathyZilla, I've played one game of with Andy of CS:GO because he's always like busy playing with his own people or distracted, or we have he's in the UK, it's a different schedule. That CS:GO is not a game I play by myself. But Phantoms, if I'm in a mood for a shooter and no one's on to play with, I'll still queue up and play by myself and have fun, and I enjoy it. I can't do that with CS:GO as much. Like I might play a couple of games of CS:GO, but then I want to get off because you die and then you gotta wait for the round to be over, and it's very frustrating. Especially if you don't play it all the time. You'll go through some really hardcore streaks,
Well,
and
I've
it's
I've
it's crazy.
yeah. Well, I've been off of CS:GO for like 4 days now. So when I do go back, it's gonna be really really bad. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
just
gotta
because
CS:GO is
you
like a
gotta
lifestyle.
you have to play it every day. I mean, you have
Yeah,
to, and it's just I'm gonna get back to it. That's what my stream's gonna be mostly about. Um, easier giveaways, I guess. We can keep going,
yeah.
dude.
So yeah, that's just my personal feeling on it. CS:GO only has like one game mode.
Hmm.
Phantoms has a few different things going on for it, so it's a lot more variety. So if you're like me and you're an old fart and you're getting impatient, the ADD starts kicking in, Phantoms is the better way to go. But I'm down to play CS:GO with people. BFT says I was liking CS:GO, then I was starting to get into the missions where you need to play competitive, and I'm like, I don't want to suck when it matters. Yeah, that's the thing. There's like no wiggle room with CS:GO. You have a bad round in CS:GO, that's it, and it's really hard to bounce back.
That's true, Fatal. Phantoms just needs more maps.
Yeah, it does need more maps. That's
Great.
the only thing. That's actually the only thing I can say that's bad about it. I don't have a problem with the business model. The pricing is fair. They got to make the money somewhere. I don't feel it's pay to win. Like, yeah, you could buy better guns, but it still comes down to skill.
Hmm.
Free to that's a good free to play game. One where there's microtransactions to get better items, but the items don't make the person better by default. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's still skill above all else. By the way, some more games that we think people may have missed in 2014. One of my biggest ones is Valdis Story, Abyssal City. And that sounds like a crazy thing. Valdis Story, Valdis. Everyone last year, I mean, and they're still talking about it now because Shovel Knight is coming out on different platforms, different consoles. But Shovel Knight got tons of praise last year, and it deserves it. It's no surprise that game is coming out on more consoles. But No one's. I didn't hear anybody talking about this story, and it's funny. I started streaming this, and people started coming to the channel. Man, I love this game. I'm surprised more people don't play it. And it's just such a great game. It's got beautiful sprite-based graphics. You know, not the pixels. It's got actual nice full sprites, very clean look. Um, if you've been looking for a Metroidvania type game where there's a lot of backtracking and exploration, you know, Metroidvania being the pseudo genre of Metroid kind of games or Castlevania, or you like Mega Man boss battles or games like that. This game has a little bit of everything like that. It's got that stuff. It's got the very satisfying RPG elements, so you can level up, get your different stats buffed. There's a crafting system. This game's got a little bit of everything, and just the right amount of challenge. Like the challenge it can be frustrating, but not enough to make you quit the game because the game's just that good.
I'm just listening. I'm just letting him do his
Wait,
thing.
I look sleepy
No,
or
she's
high?
not talking about you. She's talking about me.
Oh, Obi. Oh.
Yogi is
Okay.
talking dir.
Yeah, I was like, huh? Oh, Rage Eater has speedrunners. So actually, let's talk about speedrunners. That's another one of my picks.
All right.
Speedrunners is a fantastic game that released last year. Oh, you got one?
No.
Oh, okay. Speedrunners, I'm not, like, we talked about this last show, episode 56 of HorsePLAY. I'm not big on the whole speedrunning thing, because speedrunning is basically dedicating yourself to one or two games and learning them inside out, so you memorize the patterns and just get better and better at it. And speedrunners, the game is kind of like that. Most of the people on there learn the maps and they learn how to cut. It's a racing game, and they learn how to cut corners and speed up their different laps, right? And it's 4 players at the same time. It's crazy fun. I am shocked at how much fun I'm having with speedrunners. But I actually like the random user-made maps because it supports Steam Workshop. And Steam Workshop is so awesome because basically Steam Workshop is a way for the users, the mod community, to make their own maps. People like you and me can make our own maps, make our own items, whatever. It supports that. And the custom maps in here keep it so fresh. So speedrunners, if you guys have that game, we should definitely play. We can have community game nights, stream that, record some videos. Oh, we'll have so much fun. I gotta say also, BFT9000, who's a member of our Twitch stream team, he just started the game, and he did his third session with me today, and he is freaking awesome at the game. He's a natural. It's kind of scary how good he is at it. But he said he could only play in short bursts. He's like, all right, dude, I'm about to get a heart attack. I'm going to stop playing. It's so intense because, you know, it starts... The game, as you go into sudden death, the screen gets smaller. And like in old games, when you go off the screen, you automatically die. That's what happens here. So you have to race and stay within that area that's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's crazy. Like, if you took like any kind of racing game with like Bionic Commando, you know how Bionic Commando has the little grappling hook and you can swing on it, you know? Oh, it's crazy. Speedrun, I cannot recommend it enough, and it's still a beta. It's only in beta build 37, which just came out a couple days ago. You know, oh, thanks, man. BFC said I was doing really good too. Yeah, the problem with me though is that, like, I'll do some really amazing things. Like I like overall with video games, my problem is that I do some really amazing things and I get the concepts, but I'm bad at execution. So I'll be doing really awesome, and this is why I hate racing games. I'll be doing awesome. I'll have like 3 laps, best time, right? But then on the last lap, when it really counts, I'll derp and I'll run into a wall or freaking hit the brakes by accident.
Or the spikes.
Or the fucking spikes. Fuck the spikes. Freaking the spikes in the game. When you play ranked on speedrunners, the custom maps, people put, like, they troll you. They put one little spike. You touch the spike, you're done. Oh, fuck the spikes. Damn it. And we're talking about Destiny. Oh, stop it. But yeah, speedrunners definitely recommended.
You might have to gift
another
that
one.
game to me, then you.
Oh, dude, we'll have fun. I don't even know how much speedrunners goes for, because it was someone gifted my channel, and then I bought the Humble Bundle.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Oh, get some games for yourself to play on the stream." So I got the Humble Bundle for the awesome games done quick, and speedrunners was one of them. You know, $10, you know, or more, whatever you want to spend, and it gave you the speed runners and a bunch of other games. So worth it. I'm sure it's probably like a $10-$15 game. It's worth it. It's $9.99. That's what I figured. Yeah, it's definitely a $10 game. I mean, any game that supports user content, awesome. The spikes are very painful. Herp and derp. Oh, the spikes. But yeah, that's such a fun game. That's now Speedrunners is becoming a go-to game for me, much like Hearthstone and Soulforge are. Like I'm always in the mood to go back on those games. When I don't know what I want to play, I'm looking at my Steam list or my game library, and I don't know what I feel like playing. I'm like, Speedrunners, why not? And then I'll say on the stream, oh, I'm just gonna play a couple of rounds. Next thing you know, 20 rounds later, still playing. It's good. But I would warn you, there are some people on there that are hyper competitive because that's kind of the nature of the game, and I'm in the entry league, or I was in the entry league, and there was tryhards in the entry league. Now I'm in the beginner league, and there's even bigger tryhards there. So I can only imagine what happens on the pro league. There's not enough casuals on speedrunners. So if you guys want to get the game and play with some people where it's a little balanced, you can play with me, BFT, maybe OB eventually, and we'll have fun on it. Someone else said they had it too. Raginator, I think. Raginator said it. Yeah. So we could probably play that after the show if you guys are down. That or Phantom. So let us know. But anyway, another game that I really recommend that is even less known is Dungeon of the Endless. If you like tower defense games, dungeon crawlers, roguelikes, where it's roguelike to me is any game where it's randomized, dynamic environments, a fresh experience each time, and it's permadeath. You die and that's it. And if you like turn-based games or strategy games, tactics games, Dungeon of the Endless is all of that. And then some. It's got RPG elements, like you level up your characters. You can hire different mercenaries. You can either play as one character and play online, and everybody else controls one character, or you can play as 4 characters and control all 4 characters. I haven't tried it online yet, but it blows my mind. I actually enjoy this game as a single-player game. So if I could play a single-player game and love it, that's rare for me. Because usually it has to. For me to even consider a game, I have to think: is it fun to watch on the stream? Is it in my price range? Am I gonna play it enough? And does it have online? That's usually my criteria these days. I'm sorry, guys. I know there's a lot of great games out there that tell great stories, but if it's not something I'm gonna return to and play often enough, I'm not getting it. Just for me, it's not worth it. I can't afford to keep buying games. I'm just not in that position right now. I have responsibilities, yo.
For real.
But Dungeon of the Endless, that's an awesome game. And I'm actually on a good run. There's 12 floors on any run of that game. 12 levels, 12 stages. I'm on my 8th or 9th floor, so I'm going to finish that run soon. Maybe tomorrow or later on today, really. It's already after midnight. So Dungeon of the Endless. There's a bunch of other games that I think that were under the radar. You have any, Obi? Any like sleepers, any games that you played this year or last year that you think people may have missed?
There's one down there, the other picks that you mentioned. I don't think you mentioned it, but the Air Mechs. Air Mech. It was when Mech Warriors came out, and Air Mech came out, and it's actually a little bit better. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not really a mech kind of player. I mean, you gotta really want to play with mechs. Just the different guns and different everything.
That's another game I think we should do more community nights on it, because I love that game, but it's a lot more fun when you play with friends. Like I love the game, but I'd rather play with friends. I don't know what it is about it. I don't like playing with randoms on that game, and it's kind of like a MOBA. It's also kind of like a real time strategy at the same time, because you get the mech, and you're like you're basically transforming. You can turn into a ship. A different kind of flying ships. You could be a helicopter, a jet, whatever, or UFO, and then you turn into a robot and you go on the ground. It's really fun, and that's free to play. Air Mech. I should definitely check that out. I don't know if he's stopping you.
Right.
And they've
and
actually got it.
The
YouTube community supports them pretty well too.
There's a couple games that you played that I really think that if people just would try it, they would love it. Choice Chamber, if you're a streamer. Which is really nice. Your stream tells you what to do. If your stream doesn't like you that one day, you're screwed.
Oh yeah.
And then Mount Your Friends, which was just ridiculously, stupidly fun. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's just ridiculously, stupidly fun. Um, I know it wasn't even a real word, but anyway, that's a couple of that. I can't really think of any like big ones that came out or anything like that that were big or not advertised enough, maybe. Um, but those three, there's a couple. There's like a Prison Tycoon that I don't think if you're you're into the what are they like the Sims type deal. You really enjoy Prison Tycoon. Um, Not really much that I can think of really.
Is it a prison architect?
Or Prison Architect. Sorry, I was looking
There
at the
might be a
game dev tycoon that you had written down.
there might be a prison tycoon. I'm sure. Prison architect is cool, but it's if you like SimCity type games, it's pretty hardcore. Like I started playing it. It actually has a story, and it's kind of dark, surprisingly dark. But yeah, that's a good one too. Another one I would say, Lethal League. If you want a fighting game, it's like a traditional fighting game. This is like extreme Pong. That's the best way I can describe it. You have to hit a ball and not let the ball hit you. Crypto the Necrodancer, another game that was really surprised me. It's a rhythm game, roguelike dungeon crawler, and there's music, and you gotta move to the music while killing enemies and picking up loot. It's actually very fun. And then yeah, like you mentioned, Game Dev Tycoon, very good simulation game that is pretty faithful to what it is, to what it's like to develop a video game. And I can speak firsthand about what's like that's like working on small and teams and working on independent projects and stuff. It reminds me of a lot of good and bad things of the industry.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more picks than that, but I think we'll move on because there's a lot of things. I feel like last year in 2014 was all about games that weren't on the radar and were pleasant surprises. And if you were one of those people that were waiting for the big releases to come out and and putting all your bets on that, you were probably very disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I've learned don't expect anything big from the big studios.
For real.
Yeah, they're just out to get your money.
Yeah. They're out to take your money, that's all. Let's see what's next we got going on here. Would you like to give this giveaway away?
Me?
No, yeah. The
the one that you got on there?
Yes.
Well, actually, yeah, let's talk about our giveaways real quick. So this is our community events and giveaway section. So Obi has something to coordinate.
Well,
you got the link. I don't have it.
Right. No, I'm gonna give it to you on Skype. So then you can send it to him. So, because you have control over Geeky Antics channel, to where all you got to do is just do a number.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just did it. I just do it on my channel, and then just do the giveaway, and then just do a random number. It's actually on Nightbot.
Well, let's leave it for next. Well, I'm trying to think because we're trying to see how we're doing on time.
Let me ask if I can give it away next week. Can I give it away next week?
Because this I could just do a roll. Oops.
Well, no, that's fine. I'm asking if we can give it away next week. But then we can actually set it up.
Well, we got. Let me see. Let me check the time. I just want to keep things moving along. We got about a little under an hour, and we still got to talk about some of the giveaways we do have coming, the big ones, and then we did have a feature discussion we wanted to share with you guys. But we might have time. Let's see how we do on time first.
We're already set. We can give it away next week. So next week, guys, we got a humble bundle. We're not going to tell you the game, but we're going to hook you guys up with a free game. So I actually want it. So. But he said I couldn't have it, so you guys are gonna like it. So we'll just keep moving on right along. So. Bless you.
I tried to fight it, but it just wanted to come out. Anywho,
don't fight it. Just let it happen.
we do have big. What's that?
Just let it happen.
Just let it happen. Just let it happen. That sounds pretty bad, but we do have some big giveaways coming out. We're doing a big community event. A giveaway on geekyanswers.net/giveaways. What we're gonna be doing is going to be our biggest giveaway yet. Now, obviously, you know, there's no such thing as a free lunch. So, what do we want in exchange for the giveaway? We want people to get some hype going. Tell your friends about it. You know, share the post. You know, tell people about our channels, our podcast, all that stuff. You know, and what this giveaway is going to be is it's going to start off with one prize or a couple of prizes in the prize package. But as we hit certain milestones, there'll be incentives, and we'll unlock other giveaways and other prizes and other events and stuff like that. So there'll be a reward unlocked at different tiers. And what we're gonna do with this one, because people, you know, human beings, we're fundamentally selfish. So if people don't get something out of it, they don't really care. So we're gonna start promoting all our Twitch streamers that are part of our team and say, hey, we'll promote your channel, and if you hit a certain milestone, then we'll add more to the pot, and we're gonna get other people on a Geeky Answers network. You know, everybody's independent; they're not really obliged to do it, but we're trying to get more people to throw into the pot. So as it grows bigger, we'll have more updates. All the details are gonna be at geekyanswers.net for such giveaways. We'll have a new post coming up there soon, and like I said, it's gonna be a raffle copter thing. It's gonna probably be like a 2-month long giveaway. So we given enough time for people to spread it around and enter and get daily entries and all that stuff. And speaking of daily entries, the main daily entry will be something like tweet out this giveaway, and you'll be able to earn those entries daily by just sending out the tweet and then putting in there where you tweeted out from, and it will check. So don't try to cheat the system, because I'd hate to like say, oh, you try to cheat it, so now you get disqualified. But you know,
Right.
we have pretty good people. People are usually pretty chill. But so that's gonna come, and it's gonna mainly be Steam giveaways, um, Steam games. I would love to do physical stuff, but we're not really in a position to do that yet. So depending how this giveaway goes, then in the future we're gonna do more like it, where there'll be different tiers unlocking stuff. Yes, Twitter is a big thing because Twitter's huge. People look at Twitter a lot. I like it better than Facebook. Facebook stuff tends to get buried on there, and Facebook's really bad about building a conversation. On Twitter, you have a lot more control over your audience, and it's more topical. You know, Facebook is just a bunch of people screaming, you know, complaining about drama and sending you freaking Candy Saga, Candy
Right.
Crush
God.
invites. Ugh. So yeah, again, geekyantics.net /giveaways, and we're gonna have, you know, we're gonna do a whole bunch of different entry methods. You know, follow this person on YouTube, subscribe here. You know, follow this Twitch channel, subscribe to this, leave a comment on this article, like this, share this. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff. And you know, our goals are to grow geekyantics.net. Keep the growth going on that, our YouTube channel, and then grow our Twitch channel for Geeky Antics, which is those are all team resources, and then we're gonna have that spill over to all our individual contributors, our main folks like Obi, myself, Janelle number 5, Cupcake Noms, BFT 9000, who you know, slowly but surely is trying to get back into a full-time schedule with streaming. Goalie Man FTW, even Fatal Blades, he's looking to get into the streaming full-time. Maiden Shy White Wolf, she streams every now and then. We're gonna spread the love. We're gonna try to do it like that and make this a big thing, like a cooperative, crowd-funded event. And if you're in the community, and you want to help us grow, and you want to throw in things to the pot, you know, just let us know. You can email us, mail@geekyanswers.net, or tweet me at YogiZilla or at Geeky Antics, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. That's the best way to reach me, and I'm going to coordinate all of this. Of course, Obi's going to help out, but I don't put the pressure on him because, you know, bowling and CSGO take up most of his time. You know? Oh, and gardening. He does a lot. He has a very nice garden.
What?
What I'm saying is that Obi spends a lot of time with the hose. Get it? Gardening hose. Oh, okay, never mind.
I'll kick you in your ass.
I love you, man. I was making sure you're paying attention.
Yeah, I am paying attention. Trust me. I laugh when Missy comes up and says, "You know what? What I just gave you earlier, just tell him to throw it away."
Oh.
No, she would never do that, dude.
Oh. It was a bad pun. It was punny,
a very bad. It was punny. Yeah, that was good. It was very
punny.
It was very punny.
Aw, everybody matters.
Salt coming from Obi's eyes.
The BFT said he already has something to add to the pot, so that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And like I said, my rule for live giveaways, I don't think they're worth doing as much, and Obi feels the same way. We're not gonna do them as much because with the live giveaways, we don't have the money to keep getting prizes. If we did, we do live giveaways all the time. But when we do it on the website, it creates a conversation, it creates that hype, and it's got that constant value.
Mm-hmm.
Parmesan, what's going on? Welcome to the party. Yeah, because I noticed that whenever you do a Twitch channel, if you put giveaways in the title, people start showing up.
Yeah, I know.
You know? And the thing about that is, those are not the kind of followers we want, because those people usually just go around to different channels, and then when they have nothing to give, they leave. Now, that's what we're going to do on the website, because on the website, if we get those people that are just there for the prize, no problem, but that keeps... that makes the website go up in the rankings, and then it puts people in front of our channel, so we can get to the people that we need to reach, the people that like podcasts, people that like YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So
Definitely.
Yep, exactly. See, people know what I'm saying. Live giveaways are nice, but they can bring in people who only care about free stuff, then they leave. Yep. So we'll do them. We just right now, I think the best way we could do use the stockpile that we have of stuff to give away is to do it on websites first.
That's why we get a stockpile. I mean, that's why Yogi's has hundreds of games that he can give away at any point in time. Myself, that's why we're stockpiling this thing. So if we do the live giveaways, we might do it. If we get a 4-pack, we want to give 2 live just for the people that are being live. That's being live is being, we want to be able to give you guys what you guys want, especially if, free games. Who's not gonna go ham on some free games?
Oh yeah, and I know, and I understand everybody's strapped. Like, I've had tons of people say, "Oh, I would love to donate to your channel or to Geeky Antics, help you guys do what you want to do, what you need to do, make dream real." But everybody's strapped, so I totally get that, and everybody likes free stuff.
If I did this, if I did this streaming and stuff and talk shows and all that stuff to make money, then it's gonna be a very sad life.
Well, I won't lie. Like lately, I've still got the project work, but the streaming has helped supplement my income, and everybody has helped out financially. I'm not saying everybody has to. You all matter, but the people that have helped out financially, trust me, my family appreciates it, even though they're ingrates and treat me like crap half the time. But I love you guys anyway. But
Doo-doo.
just to give you an idea of the stuff we have to give away, I got a few copies of Skulls of the Shogun.
Yes.
Hammer Watch. You don't even know what that is, do you?
Skulls of the Shogun? Is it like Shogun too?
No, it's Skulls of the Shogun. It's like a tactics game where you play as samurais. You got to move little soldiers around. It's turn-based.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome as hell.
Hammer Watch is a good one. If you like old Gauntlet, I have a couple of copies of that. Hammer Watch.
We'll talk about that. But anyway, giveaways for you guys, not for Obi.
Yeah, right. This is some of the stuff we have in the pot. I have a copy of Retro City Rampage, Metal Slug 3, NES Nostalgia or Nostalgia. It's NES style 8-bit graphics on an MMO scale. Like imagine Final Fantasy on an MMO scale with 8-bit graphics. I got a couple copies of that. It's an interesting game. Oh man, I got a few copies of Natural Selection 2. That's another. So a lot of these things are multiplayer. Oh, Magic 2014. I have that. A lot of these things I want to make sure, like some of these things I might just give to people that I know will actually play them, so we could do community nights.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these will be in the giveaway. Like Risk of Rain and Magic 2014, I'd rather give to someone, so that might be something I'll do live in my channel, because I would like to play that with you guys when we do viewer games. The Skulls of the Shogun, Natural Selection 2, Retro City Rampage, that's single player. That's stuff that I'll probably give away. We'll give away in that show. And I have a bunch of keys on Humble Bundle that I haven't claimed and I'm not gonna claim. So Guns of Icarus Online is another one I would like to give live on my stream or on here. Who knows? Because I would like to play that with people that we know, people that are long-time supporters of the channel. Ham and cheese, habanero pepper jack. Ooh, that sounds good.
Obi
I gotta
says
make
he
some snacks
starts
after this.
making side accounts. What?
Obi's trying. Obi's trying out. We do have an IP checker, by the way. Do not make multiple accounts to earn additional entries, guys.
Because Yoshi gets him in trouble. No, no. I think Phoebe's sleeping now. So.
But that's just to give you guys an idea of what some of the stuff we have. Oh, Battle Block Theater. That's another one. Um, and I'm just reading right off of the Steam inventory. I have a whole bunch more stuff. Like we've had some developers throw in stuff, extra copies of stuff. We're gonna have more of that. And see, that's the stuff. Like if you guys help us reach more people with our podcast downloads, with the website hits, developers are contacting us and say, "Hey, here's some copies, review copies, do whatever you want with them. You know, here's some extra keys for this game." I'm like, "Sweet!" Like we have a few copies of Choice Chamber that we can give away. So if you're a streamer, you know, we're doing perks for our Twitch stream team. I have a 3-month key for XSplit as well. You know, stuff like that we get one way or another. So we not only reward our community, but also the people that contribute to the content that we provide. So lots of ways to take part in what we're doing at Geeky Antics. Anyway, so before I ramble on anymore, Obi, you ready to share some? Oh yeah, one more time though. One more time. GeekyAntics.net/giveaways. Keep an eye on that. GeekyAntics.net. That's where we want to go. And you know, let's get more hype going on forums. And I want to say also, a lot of folks come into our channels and like link to their websites, their YouTubes, or other streams that they like. And we're all about that. I don't care when people link in my channel or on the Geeky Antics channel, but the best place to do that is on geekyantics.net, because then more people are going to see it. There are days on there where in an hour we get 30 to 100,000 people, unique visitors hitting the website. That's kind of a big deal for a website that's still growing, and we're not marketing it as hard as we can. It's still kind of in a soft launch phase. So if you want more eyes on it, sign up, register on the site, geekyantics.net. Let me know if you have any problems. You can contact me on Twitter, whatever. I'm very responsive. Email yogi@geekyantics.net. I'll get you set up. I'll put you in any appropriate groups. If you're on our stream team, I'll put you in our private Twitch stream team forums. I'll put you in our podcast forum if you're interested in being a podcaster. You know, different things we could do. Even if you just want to be a rotating guest host, you don't have to be a regular host on any of the shows. Lots of ways to collaborate with us. Sign up on the website, geekyantics.net, and we'll get things going. And that's the best place to promote what you're doing, you know, whether you're a graphic designer, a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer, whatever. And we can work together that way. But anyway, on to our feature discussion. Obi?
Our feature tonight, and we're running out of time, so we're not going to go through it too fast, but we're going to try to get through it. 2015 hopes and dreams. So what are you hoping for and looking forward to in 2015? Yogi, what are you looking forward to this year?
Yeah, I think, you know, this is probably going to be more of a quickie than anything else, but really simply just, like I said earlier, like I'm getting more into the streaming, not because I'm hoping to make lots of money from it. I mean, that helps. I definitely hope that it's more profitable, but just because I want to make more friends, you know, through that, people that are like-minded, and find ways to collaborate through that. I'm really enjoying that. I think that's where we need to be with everything. So I'm doing more gameplay, always doing more gameplay, and I hope we can do more of that. And people were saying, some people were saying we should do Project Gas, Geeky Antics sub button, Gas, you know, Geeky Antics sub. That's actually Fatal that came up with that. So yeah, that would be great. But I've reassessed all my priorities and goals for myself and for the network. And as much as it'd be great to be partnered, I'm not pushing for it as hard, because the way I look at it, if it's not meant to happen, it's not going to happen. It might be a blessing in disguise. Because think about it. When you're partnered, you can't smoke on stream. You got to watch what you say. It's a lot more... They monitor you a lot more, and it's a lot more regulated. So you have a lot less control and freedom in it. So it becomes more of a job. And that's the reason I'm not a game developer full time. I love developing video games, designing video games. Like I love doing anything creative, but I always thought to myself, I don't want to be in an office working 16 to 18-hour days and hating what I am most passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love writing, I love game design, I love anything gaming. So I do those things, you know, on the side as a freelancer. So I choose my schedule on that stuff, but I don't want to lose the passion for streaming and for gaming. So partnership, I definitely. If you guys want to do it, hey, put in a word for us. Go to the Twitch partners page and put in a word for Obi, you know, Obi1X2, or me, YogiZilla, and the Geeky Antics channel. You know, actually, I wonder if I got partnered, for example, I wonder if they will let me turn that Geeky Antics page into a team page. That's ideally what we would like to do. So we'll figure it out. But I would love to have Geeky Antics partnered at least, so we could have like a loading ready run or a games done
Yeah.
quick kind of thing. Because we have a nice niche. We have on Twitch we have a good 5-6 shows that are streamed live. But on the network itself, we have like 10 shows that we feature every week,
Yeah.
more or less, and we have more coming. We just need more people to help us podcast. You know, like preparing show notes, lining up guests, host. You know, guest hosting or hosting. You know, co-hosting.
Mm-hmm.
The more the merrier. But yeah, Obi.
What I guess I'm really not looking. I'm looking for 2015 to. You guys know I didn't make any resolutions this year. I made goals for myself, and you know, of course, we want to get Obi, yes, and this is coming from me, the potty mouth of the South. We want to get partnered. We want to get that sub button. We want to be, you know, going up in the world, moving up in Twitch, and so Yogi's really not. He is interested in it, so don't think he's not. It's just for him right now. It's not his thing. But we want to do it. We have goals set, and of course we want to have 1,000 followers on Twitch, which would be awesome. You know, so many followers on YouTube, which would be awesome. But 2015, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. You know, of course, there's gonna be hiccups and whatnot along the way, but as long as I get to keep doing this, I mean, you guys, if you guys don't know, you're really behind. But it's to the point where if Fifi, if she wouldn't have got me what she got me for Christmas this year, I wouldn't be doing this at all. Because I mean, she got me everything that I have here. So I mean, it's just something that people that I'm thankful for, that I'm thankful that they're willing to give me a shot, even if it's just my wife. She believes in me and what I could do, and what kind of the money that you can make in this if you can do it right. 2015 for me, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. Make more friends, of course. Play more games.
Word.
Word.
That's about right. And I mean, 2014, on a personal note, so many, just sad moments, deaths in the family, loss of great people in the world, money problems, and all kinds of stuff. And my ideal thing is I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I just want to be comfortable and not have to worry about where my family's going to be at, and do the things that we love and the things that we believe in. Even one of the kids, my son, he's getting into like the YouTube thing, and I want to be able to support him more, but I'm so busy trying to get everything off the ground that I want to be able to have that free time and say, hey, I can take the day off and not have to worry about it, not have to be in a grind. Because he has the dream and he sees me doing it. He's like, oh, tell everybody on your channel about my YouTube channel. I'm like, it's not that easy. And I want to be that bubble burster. But it's like, dude, it's a lot of work. I'm telling you. It's not just create a channel and think of put a banner up, make some like channel art and it's done. It's like, no, even when you get that stuff done, there's always more things you got to do. And
Every
YouTube is a
single
whole
day.
other beast. Yeah. It's not easy. I mean, our YouTube has grown, but that's definitely not our main focus. There's just so much involved with that. It's a grind. And you can't do it alone. You need that support network. So
yeah, you gotta have it. Gotta have it.
But,
You gotta have the support. And that's why I think everybody, even with just geeky antics, hopefully if we can do that, what you want to do with making it, basically monetizing geeky antics and getting that sub button for our Twitch channel, and and then make it a group streaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would love for us to be an official team page. Like, we can still have the Geeky Antics channel, right? But have people be able to say, you know, Obi-Wan X2 playing CS:GO on Geeky Antics Network. You know how people have the team pages and they're part of different groups? I want us to be that. But the only way to create groups is if you're partnered. See, that's what's stupid. Like, I would like if Twitch had a level between being partnered and being a regular person. Like, I don't really care about being a partner of Twitch, and I understand that that's why they're hesitant about it, because they don't want to take the liability of being misrepresented. That's why they limit the partners and what kind of things they can say and how they can act, right?
Yep.
But liability. So if it was just like a case where you could they give you the ability to flip a switch. Oh, you can create your own team page now, and now you can control the quality. Now your users can control the quality of the stream. And you get all the other little features or a sub button. Those things that'd be cool, without having to say, "Hey, you're a Twitch partner." Like, I don't even care about the sub button so much. Like, something that will let people know that you're a serious channel. You might get occasionally featured on the front page of Twitch. Get a higher priority because that's what happened with Twitch partners. They get a higher priority in the directory and all that stuff. Those little things to help those channels. So that, in between, I don't need to have that. I'm officially Twitch partnered, because I know that's an equal liability thing for both sides. But anyway, grind, baby, grind. Yep. if life gets harder, that just means you leveled up. That's true. See, BFT had a good point. One thing I like from Twitch is automatic transcoding. It'd be nice to not worry about setting the bitrate to a value everyone can watch. Yeah, the transcoders are terrible too. But also the bitrate, that's a whole other thing. We could have discussed that. But the bitrate is also like what your internet can handle as well. And yeah, that's a problem too, because people that are not partnered, they force their bit rate and their preferences onto their viewers, and I think it's kind of crappy. Like, there's a lot of channels that I prefer over the partner channels, which is most of them. I prefer most of the non-partner channels these days, sadly. But when I go in there, I wish I had the options to set it to low quality or audio only, so I can listen to it in the background and support them in that way. But you can't, That's a little rough. I think Twitch is a little short-sighted on that. But either way, I think, I know Obi is doing this and I'm doing this. We're going to run our channels as if they're partnered and try to do everything we can without having that power from Twitch, because Lord knows when they do that. And like I said, I'm excited about it, but I'm not holding my breath. And I appreciate that everybody says, hey, you guys should be partnered. I love your stream. You're one of the best streamers you're some of the best streamers that we know, and blah, blah, blah. And I know you guys reading it. So, hey, write Twitch some email. Tell them, hey, partner these guys already, damn it. At least the Geeky Antics channel.
Yeah.
We're consistently doing shows every week. That should account for something.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, if we were consistently doing shows every week and we had, a couple hundred people in here every week, every single week.
You're getting stuck. You're falling into the trap. Let me tell you something.
No.
It's not just for Obi.
No, because I tell everybody this shit all the time. It's not how many people you have in here, it's how often. But still, because we don't do it that often, it would be a plus to have that many more viewers.
That's
what I'm saying.
Right, but I just want to make sure people know, like, that stuff they have on there about you need to have 500 viewers on average. No. Because I know so many people that have been partnered that they'd be lucky. There's the days that they have 10 people in there on an 8 or 10 hour stream. Trust me, they're just very selective. I must just have that look. I must have a punchable face. Like, I've applied to them like 3 times. All my viewers are like, yeah, it must be it. All my viewers are like, you should apply for partnership. I'll vouch for you. Then I applied, like, oh, we love what you do with the stream, but currently we're not looking for more partners. Or they give me some like canned response, like, we appreciate your passion, but at this current time, we'll have to deny your application. It's like, okay, whatever.
Like, whatever, mother. Didn't want to be a
Yeah.
partner anyway.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I think we should wrap it up before we. So those are our hopes and dreams for 2015, and I think this year started off well.
If you
There's still
guys
the
want,
stressors.
and if you guys want to tell us your hopes and dreams for 2015, please send us a voicemail 206-415-4987, or of course, if you don't like to hear yourself, send us your mail at gmail.com. Wait, mail at geekyantics.net. Wow, that was weird. Tell us your picks. Tell us what you guys hope to accomplish or hope to get done in 2015.
Yes, definitely share your hopes and dreams with us, and again, that's a good place to go. On the forums, I want to get some real activity going, on there, so we can support each other more.
Definitely.
Maiden says being a grill doesn't help. Trust me, I don't show any boobages. Yeah, but see, it helps a little bit though. It does. There's still that appeal when there's a female or a female voice, and it's just different. It helps out to the degree. I mean, you might attract some trolls, but you're still getting attention. There's so many dudes streaming. It's like a sausage fest, and we're all just freaking crossing swords. It's pretty gay. What? Sorry. PFT said that I should wear a mask. I can be the mask gamer. It's so tempting. Like, I give advice to people and I help people marketing. Like, if I wanted to really grow my personal channel and the Geeky Antics, I know all the tricks and for example, there's a lot of partner streamers that use view bots. I know for a fact they do. And there's a lot of like hacks and different tricks and shortcuts you could take. I just can't do it. I rather have the slow growth, the sustainable, and do it little by little, than use those little cheats. Like, you can have a hot girl on your stream that's half naked without breaking any rules. Like, oh, she's showing a little cleavage, boom. Or you could wear a mask, or you could cross dress. You could do all kinds of things that are gimmicky, right?
I'd pay to see
But at the
that.
end of the day, you're not gonna attract the people that really belong there, and it's not gonna be sustainable. What's that, Owie?
Nothing. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, could always stream League of Legends all day. Hell no. That'd probably be the worst thing to do.
Fat31, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It seems like people are still coming in here because they see the title. Even as we're
Face Fat's a regular. He has limited time, so he doesn't always stick around.
Okay, I thought people were still coming in because of the title.
No, Face Fat's been here before, but he usually lurks.
Rage, cool. Thank you very much. Rage says I may have to call it at night, guys. I'm suddenly not feeling right. I'll talk to you soon, though. All right, Rage. Appreciate coming out, man. Really do. Are we gonna do some of the indie, or are we just kind of talk until do the outro?
I think we're just gonna wrap it up. We're gonna call it here because everybody's kind of falling off, and then we'll just follow up. For whoever could stay up, we'll follow up with some Phantoms or speedrunners.
Okay.
But Rageonator's leaving, so he was one of the speedrunner players. So probably gonna end up playing Phantoms. So whoever's still around, let me know what you want to play, and we'll just wind down the night with some gaming. I think Fatal Blades is back home. We play Mercenary Kings too. That's another good one. And that's another game that I think people missed. But Mercenary Kings, by the way, 2014, the initial release was terrible. They finally fixed a lot of the bugs. And that game's showing up on consoles too, so pretty interesting.
Well,
good night, Maiden. We love you.
Good night, guys. Good night. Well, for all that, HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you can listen to or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com. Please take a few minutes to thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, and share. Even better, we'd love some reviews and comments from you guys. Just to tell us what you guys think. We love finding out what real geeks think and what they think of what we're doing. It really helps us out. Thanks to everyone who's been promoting our content. We love you very much. You guys like eye candy, so do we. We do have video as well. Check us out on YouTube at Geeky Antics, as well as Twitch. So twitch.tv/Geeky Antics, which is right here. YouTube.com/Geeky Antics. We also want to give big shout outs to our other Thursday night flagship show over at geekyantics.net, the Gaming Death Podcast. They'll be on Twitch over at twitch.tv/gaming death every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and hosted or simulcasted on Geeky Antics as well. Right now that's right before this show at 11 p.m. But you guys can peep out their site at gamingdeath.com. Also, Monday nights is PP with Fred and Hefe on Pixelated Pints YouTube channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific. The show is a bi-weekly schedule. The last time that I have written on here, because we haven't changed it at all, was the 8th of December. So
Oh yeah, they had they just had a show this past Monday, I think.
Okay. So then, if it was this past Monday, you guys will see them next on the 26th. We'll let you guys know again next week. But we also
Let's keep
let you
checking
guys
in.
definitely. We have things going on starting like Thursday night and on. We have like Friday nights. We got is the UK Rebels, are they casting again?
Yes.
Okay,
We
the UK Star Wars Rebels UK. They got a cast at was it 7?
Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, but they're not always cast because I need to. They're kind of noobs when it comes to Twitch, so I gotta set them up with the broadcasting keys and help them be self-sufficient with that. So if I'm not there, it doesn't usually get cast. But otherwise, you will catch the Star Wars Rebels cast UK on the podcast feed on geekyantics.net or iTunes, Stitcher, all that stuff.
Good deal. Now for my stuff, and we kind of do our separate things here at the end. We invite you guys on Sundays. Sundays is we have a new time slot, just so you guys know, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Now Sunday during the day, you guys do know, if you guys have been watching Geeky Antics, Reverend Ted Tarr, which is it's my dad. He does do a religious podcast at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific. And it's a religious podcast. So if you guys have any questions for him, you guys can always come live, or you guys can send him an email at rev.tedtar@gmail.com. So,
I wouldn't even call it religious. I would say it's an advice podcast.
Yeah, well,
so, it's
I
a
say
different
religious
kind of show.
podcast because the name of the podcast is an apostolic outlook. It's the outlook or opinions of an apostolic preacher. You guys want to, like I said, if you guys want to know about him or just come chat with him, he'll answer your questions live. Trust me, Yogi got him deep one day. It was a couple weeks ago. I asked him a question. He's like, oh, man, I got to think about that. But anyway, and then, of course, the Sunday Dose right here on Geeky Antics as well, on with myself and a couple of new guys that have joined the crew, Beastmans and Adi. You guys can check them out, and we talk a lot about WoW, Smite, competitive gaming scene, a whole bunch of random shit we can come up with. So we're going to talk a little bit about more of the Counter-Strike aspect of it this week, so stay tuned for that. And now you guys can sleep in. It's not 9 a.m. anymore, it's 9 p.m. Yay for me. But all our full podcast lineup can be found at geekyantics.net/scheduling. You guys look forward to that. If you guys need anything, basically Geeky Antics is your answer for everything. Yo?
You should for the Sunday Dose. You should just stick to rotating hosts, because everybody on the show is like always busy, or they get hit by an asteroid, or they get a sniffles. That's podcasting, as in general. I can't keep a co-host for that long. Obi's like the only one of the few people, like every podcast I've ever done over the past several years. So by the way, if you're reliable and you want to do podcasts, again, hit us up. We can always use backup hosts.
Yep.
And
always need
I just want to throw that out
hosts.
there, because people are just flaky. We love you anyway. People only just treat podcast like it's a job. Like, imagine if you just call out of work. I got sniffles. I just don't feel like working today. I'm gonna call out. You wouldn't have a job.
Or don't even call at all.
No, don't even call at all. Yeah, just show up. It's disappear.
No, hey, I'm not gonna be there this weekend. They're just like vanished off the face of the earth. And then so I text them or I message them on Skype a couple times. Stop pulling up. Oh, I'm sorry.
We love you guys anyway. We have to give you a hard time. And speaking of which, Timey Wimey Tea Time, which is one of my other shows, is the Saturday show we do live on allgames.com and on the Geeky Antics channel, twitch.tv/Geeky Antics. That's Saturdays at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and 5 p.m. in London. That's now bi-weekly. So what I'm doing now is that every other week I just play a rerun. So we'll still have a live show on allgames.com. But I just decided I'm not going to keep killing myself because someone decided to flake out on me. Everybody has their reasons. Everybody has a reason. I appreciate and respect them, but it put me in a really bad spot. But rather than killing off the show that I really enjoy doing, or killing myself trying to find ways to keep up with it, bi-weekly works best. We keep the quality up, and I can still, fit in everything else because I'm doing it solo, and it's really hard to do a show all by myself, doing the technical stuff, all the content planning, watching the chat. Yeah, I love podcasting, but it's just not fun doing it all by yourself. So again, if you like Doctor Who, if you love creative writing,
Fatal.
if you like talking about life issues, we talk about everything at Time Ready Tea Time, and it's more family friendly. It's kind of in between what we do here on HorsePLAY Live and what we do on AAO.
It's just
we talk about whatever.
Podcast, come to mind. Sunday Dose, 9 p.m.
Yeah, we keep Time and Why Tea Time very clean. It's very family friendly, and like I said, it's not just about Doctor Who and not just about The Walking Dead. We just talk about all kinds of stuff. It's just tea time. We get together for afternoon with friends and just talk about whatever. But I'm gonna get a lozenge, Ludens are good, the cherry Ludens. But anyway, yeah, that's TWTT. That's Saturdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Twitch.tv/Geeky Antics. If you want the audio only, it's on the allgames.com website or All Game Station on Stitcher. You listen to the audio feed live there. But yeah, speaking of All Game, if you're listening to us on allgames.com right now, Dead Pixel Live Power Ranking Show is up next, followed by the B Team Podcast. Our good friends over there at the B Team, Swarren, Chipsella, Spiders Venom, aka Fred Rojas, and that guy Chris, who's kind of antisocial, but we love him anyway.
Damn it,
that's
Chris.
at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And be sure to just go to the chat room. Now you can just go straight to allgames.com, and the chat room is right there. The Java client for IRC. They still have the little live/chat area that you click on to go to the chat room, but it's pretty much the same thing.
All right.
Yeah.
And now the last thing I say before we get out of here, guys, while Yogi gets the music ready. Now we do have, like I said, we got a donation tonight, a game to give away next week. So I'm going to put out a tweet. I'm going to put out a couple tweets about it for everybody that's serious about this, that wants to get this and get a whole bunch of people in chat next week. We're going to give this away. So watch out for my tweets, guys. I'm going to try to put you in the tweet if I can. If I don't remember your name, I'm sorry. I've got like at least 10 I've got to put in there. But we're going to give this away live next week. So I'm not going to tell you the game. I know for a fact you guys are going to love it, though. So that being said, guys, this is Obi-Wan-X2. And that's Yogi-Zilla. He's not saying anything.
Yes.
Don't forget to tweet us at Obi-Wan-X2, at Yogi-Zilla. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace out, yo.
Peace.
And now's the part where we dance. Well, not really. We're kind of tired. But
yeah.
we're still having a little post-show gaming session afterwards for whoever still survived.